bit of a fever. That means, you missed out on the day, and right now you are what I would consider sleeping. um, you kind of slept through the day, but now you're better. We cut right back to you on a pretty beach. It's crystal clear blue ocean water, and you're just laying there watching at the clouds. Everything feels pretty awesome. What are you thinking about?
Nothing.
Such a nice breeze. Are there any ladies around here?
As you think that, a girl of slightly older than your age puts her hands around your shoulder. She's got a bikini on with like a blue bikini, and she's got long, sleek black hair, and the breeze sort of moves it in the ocean, and she smiles at you, and then she leans in for a kiss. What do you do?
He also leans in for a kiss, of course.
As
he wakes up.
As your lips touch, she makes the sound meep 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 meep. That continues on. This does shake you awake. You're kissing one of those posters that you put up on your side of the wall on the bed while hugging your blanket.
Keith is looking around. Is Jack in the room?
Yes, you notice Jack slouched over laptop with his face down on the keyboard. He seems to be still asleep. Hopefully he hasn't noticed. Oh, embarrassing.
Exactly. Well, what is the time?
It's just about getting up time. That's why your alarm clock is beeping. Or more to the point, Jack's alarm clock is beeping, because his goes first. In my mind, Keith is one of those guys who sets the alarm clock to the last possible moment to beep, when you really have to go.
Exactly.
That's me.
And considering they live close to the school, he can put it at late.
Or so he thinks, at least.
Yeah, so you half dazed, put your hand over your alarm clock trying to get it off, but yours is not the one beeping. So you have to get up to turn it off.
Meanwhile, Lily gets up at 4 in the morning, but hey.
She is a monster.
Yes. I will not deny this. But the hair is important.
Indeed.
Well, then he will get up and walk over and turn off the alarm clock.
You notice that Jack hasn't woken up yet. That's a bit uncharacteristic for him. I mean, it's only the second day of school.
Third day of school.
Second day of school. Wait a minute, is it the second day and third day? You look at your planner and you actually realize, yeah, it's the third day. Wait, what happened to the second day? You don't quite remember. What? It confuses you a bit, doesn't it? What happened?
He would go and, shaking Jack. Wake up!
Jack wakes up and you see Jack looking at what seems to be video footage of the city skyline. Huh. Unusual. I don't know why you would fall asleep to that. Jack, you do wake up and you remember spending all night, at least as you promised yourself just a little bit, to look over video footage of that dream you had last night, or the night prior to this one, about this figure standing on top of the skylines, but you found nothing so far. You spent all night and just fell asleep on the laptop. You have this keyboard imprint on your cheek.
As it should be.
Wait, are you late for school? Have you overslept?
Oh, no.
You feel Keith
Death by
shaking you
Umbra.
awake.
Well, this is something I never thought would happen. Me waking you.
Oh, yes. Sorry about that. I just had some stuff to do.
City skyline.
Just a weird dream of mine. Don't worry about it.
Alright then. I think I'm gonna take myself a shower this morning. Since I'm already up.
I'm just gonna go and head for breakfast. Coffee.
Right. We're gonna cut over to Lily, who's about done with making her hair. And you notice that somewhere on the ground, you find this second package that is addressed to Freya. Looks like she hasn't opened it at all.
Huh. Well, that's weird. Why wouldn't she open it?
Freya herself is still sleeping.
Well, I take it, pick it up and put it. Assuming she has a nightstand, which I don't actually know if she has.
She probably has one coming factory made with the dorms.
Yeah.
As you,
I think I'm going to put the box there. Like, here you go. I'm a nice person.
as you put it down, you're wondering what's in it. It just comes over you as one of those ideas. Is it another tiara?
Nah, it's unbecoming of someone like me to pry into other people's gifts and such.
Okay, very well. The alarm clock starts ringing, and how does Freya have adjusted to sleeping on a schedule now?
She's kind of laying on her back, just raises her upper half, shifts to the side, gets up, just starts walking out the door.
Okay.
Freya!
Food, pretty girl, food.
I'm not food, though.
We go get food.
Sure, but you present. You have present.
It's a trap.
Why would it be a trap? Mine wasn't a trap. Why would yours be a trap? Look at the
Because you're the
prettiness.
pretty lady.
You're pretty too.
She's gonna kind of look back with her, forgetting that that's the eye that's covered up. She looks back with her covered eye, then kind of looks back with the other eye. And then just keeps walking.
Actually, she is marked as your love in your character, and she just says you're a pretty lady. How does it affect you?
Pretty lady.
It sounds like she's making her influence on you. She's using her influence on you, doesn't she?
A bit, yes. In a way, yes.
Alright then. Alright, pretty lady. Affected by stats.
What would I think? I would be trying to raise your superior and lower your. Would it be lowering freak or danger? I think it's lowering freak, actually. That's what I'm trying to do, at least.
Okay, pretty lady. So Freya looked back, kind of like, yeah, right, but then when she turned back to continue for food, she kind of has a small smile, and you see the slight twitch of a tail.
Aw.
Right. As you all go towards the breakfast room, you notice someone has put a large canvas up in the corridor of the dorm room, right in, sort of by the kitchen. and a few simple etchings have been made on it. You can't really make out what it's supposed to be or who put it there. Anyone interacting with that, or is that something you just acknowledge and move on?
Well, it's a painting. Of course I'm going to look at it.
It's just a painting. Of course I'm not going to look at it.
It's a painting. I'll look at it just for a second and then move on. Because coffee.
You know what?
Painting, though!
Roll me to pierce the mask. As you look at this painting, the artist wants to say something with that clearly, and you intend to figure out why, Lily. Or
Let's
what?
see, pierce the mask is mundane. What could possibly go wrong? Hey, I need to fail at some point, right? Yay, I failed at something!
Okay. This is crude earthling mocking about. Probably nothing more than tapestry.
Oh.
However, you feel like you should add something of your own to it. Make it better. Make it something that stands out in your own perception. You can make it better, clearly.
Of course I can.
What do you do with it?
What was the painting of, you said?
It's just a few, itchings in there. I would oppose pencil. Doesn't really look like anything, and hence why you feel like it needs something to give it purpose. Color, maybe?
Not too much color can become garish. Too much color is not... It implies things about your mental state.
So it should be the right color.
Yes. I'm thinking a constellation of stars.
Keep in mind it is a big canvas, as big as a blackboard in your school.
Yes.
So you have plenty of space to muck about with just the right constellation.
It would probably not to be trying to do anything with it right now, but I think she would try to put into just file it away for later. Or she try to find up images of the star of the basically the night sky of her home planet.
That's gonna be hard on Earth, but you can of course look around once you have some time.
She probably has access to the ship computer. I have skills for this.
Inside the kitchen, Hyos is already chugging down food together with Chico McQuaddle right next to it. Jack and Keith are also starting to get eating. Freya, you notice that Lobo isn't there.
She will go find Lobo. She'll grab some piece of food first.
Okay. Where would you look for him? Where would Lobo usually be if he's not gonna be where he's supposed to be?
She'll check his room first.
You walk down into the boys' corridor, downstairs or upstairs. I think downstairs, yeah. And you knock on the door where Lobo is supposed to be, but no answer. You listen in with your fine canine ears, and you hear nobody inside. You're absolutely sure that the room is empty.
She'll kind of cock her head, confused. Kind of do like what puppies do, kind of cock it one way and cock it another. And then the only other place she could think of that she'd go is out to practice the running the track or the obstacle course. So she'll take a quick peek there.
As you peek outside, you hear him. Yeah, you hear his breath, his barking, and his mechanical vocal translator. He seems to be practicing with Waki before school. pretty much Waki is throwing a stick like a kunai, and Lobo is running after it to bring it back. As fast
Upon
as he
seeing
can.
this, Freya will give a nod like, yes, good boy. And then she'll walk back for breakfast.
Yes, the day comes and goes. You know, especially the early part where there's normal classes. You have geography today. Lily, you're quite interested in that.
Yes.
What is your favorite climate on Earth? It's an oddball
favorite
question,
climate.
but maybe you know.
I mean, I think they would always find have some fascination with the frozen poles, for example. Because basically it's how untouched and clean and pure it is.
Ah, okay. And that is today's topic in the geography lesson. So you're really on the edge of your seat.
Yes.
You notice that some of your other classmates, after that lecture is done and it goes towards the lunchtime, they're a bit peculiar about Villainy 101, which is coming up next. Let's actually move you on over to the classroom for that, because that's where you are at. Lisa actually looks at her schedule and says, doesn't says which teacher it is gonna be. You think they made a mistake there?
No.
Haya says that from behind.
That seems weird. Why? Well, I mean, how could it teach without a teacher? That makes no sense, right?
Maybe they want to surprise us.
Maximilian says, maybe it's Mr. Sunshine again.
Oh,
Maybe
that
it's
could
a
be
test.
awesome.
But I think it might be actually Umbra. I mean, she does fit the bill, even if she's my mentor. You're probably all here. I heard that!
So are you saying your mentor is a villain?
No. She's just a bit dark.
Huh. Also, did I get potential for that failed Crystal Mask?
Yes, of course.
Excellent. Now we need to figure out how to level up. Please continue.
Of course, yes. Chico McQuartle actually leans over to you, Hayos, and she says, hey, you kept up really well with me at sports yesterday. Do you want to practice after school?
Sure. It was a fun course.
Oh, come on, don't be so shy. She's literally putting one feet up on your table and pressing her face right into your face. Says, come on, say yes as loud as you can.
He just looks at her and says, don't feel like it.
She's got this anime-esque single sweat drop at the side, like, meh, what? I thought you were more fun, she says as she sits back into her chair and tips it over towards the back dangerously with her foot against the table.
What could possibly go wrong?
Hayes looks at it and just, nudges it inwards a bit.
She seems now totally disinterested on you. Although it seems her offer may still stand.
I was hoping to trip her chair, basically. Like, just...
Okay, so you trip her chair. I'm not gonna make you roll
yes,
for
since
that.
since she's leaning back and the chair's on the two back seat.
Yes,
It's just
on the two back feet.
pressing like lightly on one of them, just boink, so that it moves inwards, so that she tilts backwards.
Alright. The moment that you do that, she lifts her hands up in the air, as she falls on over back. You think for a moment she's just gonna fall flat, but her hands catch her body, and then she swings around, giving your chair a kick with the spin of her leg. You and your chair and your table collide and are gonna collide with Lisa in a dangerous fashion.
Lisa would most likely just scream.
Yes. Is someone able here to save Lisa before that happens?
Devin would save her.
I mean, you can just create an ice wall after all.
Exactly.
Alright, he creates an ice wall under Lisa, lifting her table up, and Hyos crashes into the ice wall. It's solid enough not to crack.
This is just probably trembling afterwards. It's like, what happened?
Hayos just probably just presses his hands against the wall, and it's probably a mark in it.
Of Hyos?
Depending on how hard she made the
Oh,
what's it called?
she wouldn't
chair.
hold back, yeah. So pretty hard.
Yeah.
That would be detention normally.
He just looks at her and like rubs his nose a bit, like.
Now, here's
Really?
a problem that was created. First of all, Hyos, you got, I wouldn't say bullied, but, you know, physically attacked by another student. And second of all, you have a giant ice block in the middle of the classroom now, or on the edge of the classroom right here. How are you going to deal with that?
How is Chickamauquaddle standing right now?
She is standing still on her hands, looking at you, and kind of aggressively. Like she looks like she's expecting you to retaliate, and she's ready for it.
He would basically just slowly walk up to her and just squat down next to her, just stare at her like.
Okay, as you slowly walk...
Just this empty stare, like, was that necessary? That type of stare.
Okay, now here's the thing about Chickamauquaddle. She doesn't seem to have eyelids per se, so she's staring back. She's actually, yeah, she keeps just standing on her hands, staring right back at you. I don't know if you're gonna win a staring contest against her.
Doubtful when she doesn't even have eyelids.
Let's try if she's ticklish.
Oh dear, that would be directly against a threat, because I want to know as well. Let's see, does she have influence over you?
No. She does not.
No, she does not. Okay, then roll as normal. Otherwise, if you engage someone who has influence, you take a -1. 9. Okay, pick one.
Directly engage. Surprise the opposition. Because that makes sense.
Okay.
I mean,
surprise her. Where do you tickle her and how?
Stomach sides, like just tickling.
You tickle her stomach. She starts laughing for just long enough to fall on over backwards away from you, to get away from your hand. And then a fist comes smacking forward towards you, launching you to the front of the class with a huge...
He'd headbutted, basically face first with his forehead. He's pretty thick-skulled.
Alright, yeah. You mark a condition because you didn't pick resist or avoid their blows.
Which condition do I pick?
Whatever you choose. How does that make you feel? Getting just... Even though you pressed face first, you see that these bluish lines form around her fist and just focus on the front of her fist. That seems a lot bigger and glowing now as she does so.
Do I get sent through the ice wall?
If you want to, absolutely.
fair enough. Suddenly, ice wall is just smashed.
Oh god, Lisa.
Lisa falls down. She was still sitting on top of the ice wall, kind of surprised and, you know, unsure how to get down from there.
She's down now.
Still on sitting on her desk, right?
Yeah, she's still sitting on her chair, falling down, all including chair.
Oh, it's just someone could control the air in here.
Yeah, someone could
Only.
save her. I mean, hey, Keith, you could also be the hero.
Yes, of course.
If you want to. Hey, Jack also already rolled savior, though. I'm assuming that is to keep Lisa safe. And he does so. Probably can't talk right now, which is fine. Unless you say something, we can't hear you.
Yes, actually, it did say with ease. He saves her with ease. I've been babbling here alone, but I muted myself.
Yeah, we did. I was assuming at that point that you were muted. Now, Keith, you feel strange. You have this huge indentation on your forehead that is about fist-shaped.
Wait, what?
Well,
Don't you mean yes?
Don't you mean yes?
Yes. Close enough. It's the E and I in there.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they're in the same order actually.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I had them say. But here, so you have this indentation and you're up against the wall. What condition did you mark? And how did it make you feel? Okay.
Keith will stand up. Would you two please take this outside so you don't destroy the classroom or might intentionally hurt some of your classmates?
This is exactly the moment where Lisa actually almost hides behind Devon Ice, so nothing can't happen to her.
All right, Keith.
Let's see, straight line. Almost.
Roll me superior to provoke someone to take this outside.
That is fine by me. And 9.
So who of us do you?
They're both of you.
You know what? Chico McQuaddle is like, yeah, let's take that outside where we've got enough space. I don't want to hold back. And you, Keith, you're gonna be the judge, she says, grabbing you by the arm.
Wait, what?
Since you rolled a 9, I'm gonna say they overreact. You gain influence over them. You gain influence over Chico McQuaddle. And she grabs your arm and takes you along.
He just opens one of the windows and says, "Fine." Drops down.
Alright, she pulls you along and jumps out of the window with you. You're not in a high floor, so you can't just jump out. You're on the ground level, I would say.
How high floor?
You're on the ground level. Or maybe first floor. So you can still jump it as a normal human and won't break your bones. But you're heroes anyway. So, Hayas, how did you get yourself in this situation?
Oh, help me!
The class sort of gathers around the windows. Probably.
Upon Heos obviously jumping down to finish the fight, he will gain influence over Freya, because she is now impressed that her rival is finally standing up for himself.
Ooh, that's impressive. Okay, outside, I'm just have limited space, so we're gonna do it like this. Chico McQuaddle and Hayas are both gonna stand like in the old western, and it is midday, so you could say it's high noon.
Terrible.
And we get this amazing western look where we have like this camera pose panning down between the legs to see the opponent from both sides.
Do you get this stuff?
I just made it up based on the situation that you created here and rolled. So, Keith, you really want to let this happen, or is this something you are willing to prevent?
Well, it's better that to do this outside than inside the classroom.
I mean, Keith have seen how much Hales can destroy shit with the mecha thingy, amongst else.
Keith, how about we all just, forget this and go out and buy some chocolate, warm chocolate? How do you say about that instead, huh?
Hales just
You know
blows
what?
out
Okay, go
all
for that.
smoke. Like, you see smoke coming from the, what's the side called? Sides of his mouth,
Yeah,
like where
the angle, of, like the edge of your mouth.
Yeah.
Let me check for you, Keith, here, just out of curiosity. You have no influence over Chaos, damn. But you do have influence over Chicomequadl. So you can tell her, technically she is gonna listen to you. And she looks over to you with one eye, keeping the other eye trailed on Chaos. And she says, I could go for some chocolate.
Yeah, we can do that after. Was it still break time, or were we just waiting for
It's the beginning of the break time, I would say. You could do it now.
Maybe the cantina has some warm chocolate. Who knows? Anything better than, fighting each other. Right?
Right.
Based on Hales' posture, you can tell that he isn't going to back down this time.
Chicomequadl visibly relaxes her stance. Now would be your time to strike if you were so inclined. I'm going to give you a +1 if you do it now.
Yeah,
do it now.
Oh god. Oh
Well,
god. Okay, Keith is going to...
Hales in general very mild, but once you actually take him off, he's you don't mess with the dragon.
Alright, since you roll a full success, I want you to tell me in fiction how this goes. Now, of course, you're gonna include your two choices into the narrative.
Let's see. He would.
Also, you definitely clear. I'm gonna let you clear angry because you didn't have to attack her, and you basically worked out your anger this way.
Yeah, but yeah. With his posture, I mean, he's already lowered himself low enough on the ground, so he more or less has hands on the ground. He basically just flings himself forward, grabs her by one of the legs, and just swings her over and just slams her into the ground and just places all hands. So basically pins her and just snaps right in front of her eyes with the jaws.
So basically the Hulk moment when he was smashing Loki
Kind of.
about.
Kind of.
Okay, which things did you pick as directly engaged there?
Surprise and frighten.
Okay, and you can pick 2.
Yes. That's what I did.
Well,
the first one is
okay.
I said for a surprise.
Oh, so take the same 2 times. Just different. Oh?
Or can you do that?
It counts as 1. You can both surprise her and frighten her at the same time, so this is just 1 pick.
And the second one is resist their blows to them.
Alright, you slam her onto the ground and spit flies onto her mouth as you snap your jaws in front of her. You get spit of her as she just straight into your face. And it seems like you got her good.
She can told
Yes,
him
what
based
are
on
you
his
doing?
eyes that she should not try to fight back.
Yeah, you definitely. I don't know if you could tell, but her eyes widen and bulge out. They pop out a bit further, as and perhaps that is the way you can read fear on her face. Now, Keith, you of course want to act here. I heard.
Yeah. Here's what the fuck are you doing? This is not how people solve things, you idiot.
He just lets go of Shimmerqual and just gets back up into the classroom. Like nothing happened. He has no manners.
Devin says, wow, he's a lot stronger than he let on even in training.
Keith will walk over to Jim. I can't pronounce her name.
Chico Mequalo.
Chico Mequalo. And are you alright?
The alien girl whose name no one can pronounce.
That one.
You pronounce
Oh,
it just like you write it.
Chico Moka.
Shikomoquatl.
Chico Mokat. Are you alright?
Just call her Chico.
Is she even conscious?
Yeah, she is. You can tell by the grit teeth that she's actually quite angry right now. And she grabs you by the shirt, pulls you down, and says, "This isn't over."
To me?
Yes.
Hey, what did I? Alright.
You made her lower her guard.
He says, what did I do?
Mark me insecure.
I actually think it's already marked. Yes, I already have insecure.
Then perhaps mark me afraid, because you're like, I got involved in something that I didn't plan to get involved in that way.
I need to get rid of some conditions now.
It's good for you.
I have 4 conditions. No,
It's fine.
You get 4 conditions. Oh wow.
I should probably have leveled up with the ability to, where I can help people get clear their conditions.
All right. She
didn't.
gets up.
The best of them.
And just walks off for the lunch break.
He's just.
Keith jumps back into the window. Everybody sort of gathers around.
And you know, inside himself, he thinks it was much safer to be in the prison. Why did I leave?
Would anyone of the classmates here congratulate Chaos or, share in his victory?
Freya would.
Actually, yeah, okay.
Jack would be really disappointed in the guy. We're supposed to be a team.
Alright, Freya. Freya and Chaos, you share a triumphant celebration. It's a move every now and then it comes up, so it's good to practice here.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Since-
That means I get potential.
Let's see.
Oh, you clean the condition.
Oh.
Wait, no. Oh, both.
When you share a triumphant celebration with someone, clear one condition if they treat you like a perfectly normal person, and mark potential if they praise your power and abilities. What would you say about this fight, Freya, that really makes you appreciate Chaos?
And how does that make him a normal person?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make him a normal person. So she'll kinda stand in front of him, her arms crossed. Then she takes her hand and lightly pats his head and says, "You did good. That was some great power you showed."
It's just looks up and lowers his head a bit, like, oh, did something wrong now, maybe. Like, he doesn't resist her. He lets her do it. Like,
All right, right. Freya, what is? I guess you weren't part of the combat, so you're not the one who's being celebrated.
Nope. I
so
just
I
wanted
get
to give
potential,
him potential
but
because
no.
she's glad he showed his power.
Actually, yeah, she didn't treat you as a normal human for it, so I wouldn't mark potential, but definitely clear condition.
No, he marks potential since I praised his power.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
but no condition.
Ah, right.
Since
Right.
acting
Okay.
as
Now I read about it again. You're perfectly good. Is there anyone else of you or your friends that they do during the lunch break?
Keith is most probably, just sitting down at the table and just, why me? And Devin, he's, just like patting his shoulder.
Yeah, you did what you had to do. At least you tried to stop the fight. I think those two have it out for each other.
You don't say. And now she has something out for me. Keith.
You'll probably find Jack there as well, helping you. So the kind of comes like, sorry, bro, I couldn't help you because, well,
I just everyone needs to be so violent. That doesn't build anything, right? Right? Or does humans work differently?
no, it really doesn't. But we are a bit of a violent species.
Huh.
We like war. We are warlike people.
More or less.
Huh. You should do something about that.
We normally would, but people can't seem to agree on what this something should be.
This is why you should. If you all had normal hair, this would not be a problem. We have.
We do know that all of this is normal for us. I don't know what special powers your hair has.
What do you mean, normal hair? Where does your special hair come from anyway? Is that a power?
No, I still haven't quite figured out the scientific fundamentals of your powers as it is. That's just how my people are.
Wait, your people? Where are you from? Are you not from Halcyon City?
No. Slightly further away.
Like Japan?
Slightly further away.
Oh, the Philippines.
Do they possess phase shifting technology? I don't think so. So, yeah, probably not.
I declare canon, now they do. They shift those islands out of existence every time a typhoon goes by.
they're like, not this shit again. Nope. Click.
That would be useful.
Yeah, it would. Only one I think close to development that would be Striker.
Okay, as you say that, Lily, you hear from a table nearby Maximilian say, well, I would definitely agree that your beauty is out of this world.
Aw, thanks.
And Keith is just, I agree with you on that, Maximilian.
Aw, thank you.
Jackson looks at you and says, she's pretty enough. But it was more like a brotherly affection rather than like anything else.
Freya, you overhear that from perhaps a different table. How do you react?
She can't deny it, but it also goes with the obviously Lily is the far superior in the way of feminine looks.
Okay.
Pat,
wonder.
Pat.
So, by the way, how did yesterday go? Actually, I can't seem to remember that much about it for some reason.
We had an obstacle course.
I can still feel it in my body, Waki says, as he tries to sit down and just jumps back up and holds his butt.
My mentor was in a surprisingly good mood. Nobody even died.
Yeah, that was a joke, right, Jack?
A few
No,
forks
really.
and knives fall onto onto their plates. Like, oh god, really? That was an option.
Last time she used light bullets while she was chasing me around. It's really good stamina training.
I'm pretty
You're
sure
right.
that Miss Hartfeld would never allow something like that to happen. No, I'm actually not quite sure about that either.
They have a weird relationship, them two. Maybe they're secretly together or something?
No clue. But they are like water and fire. Oh my God.
Lobo's bark translates, so you just need to look for the smoke to find them.
Oh god. You know, Keith, he said that for a moment and actually picturing the image of Umbra and Rachel being together.
Oh god. Why?
Wow, this series is already producing its own chips. Wonderful.
Yes.
I didn't even have to do anything.
You should be proud of yourself.
But I guess it's topical that Keith would be the one to think about that.
Apparently so, yes.
Funnily enough, it was Jack who actually suggested it.
It actually was. Keith hadn't thought about it before Jack suggested it. It just Keith imagining in pictures.
Yep.
You feel the urge to high-five each other. Do you do it?
Why not?
Why not? Yes. High five.
High five!
What is that gesture for? What does that represent?
Well, that gesture is for, you know, when you do something cool you like with your friends, and
You win
Congratu-
something.
exactly, then you throw up your hands and do a high five.
Lily, you should try
I-
this at one point this session.
I should.
I give you potential if you do.
Oh, great. A high five. Why is it called a high five? Is it because you're five?
Five
Because-
fingers?
5 fingers up high.
High five.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Wait, why do you not know that?
I'm not from around here.
Yeah, but the entire Earth, everyone who's born on Earth should know this.
Maybe not everyone. Maybe if she's from Africa or something.
Oh, right, but she's not black.
Not all people from Africa are black.
Where?
No,
Well,
they're
most of them are.
No,
Have
not
you been
even
in
close.
South?
No,
Have you
Not
been in
these
South
fish-
Africa?
especially not these days.
Anyway, where are you from?
The Novoros Kingdom.
Never heard of
Where's
that.
that? I've never heard of it.
Now, my geography is not, the best subject, but I have no idea where that is.
It's far away, don't worry about it.
I am sure my father has been there at one point, Maximilian declares.
That would be
He
very
is
impressive,
traveling
actually.
much, you know?
Pretty sure if everyone would have been there, it would have been actually Rachel or my father.
This is going to be a my father, my dad argument.
Yes, it seems to be.
My dad is better than your dad. Oh, what could possibly go wrong? But yeah, it's nothing worth worrying about. It's fine.
Alright. as this conversation about where you're from is happening,
And I just keep dodging the subject.
you keep strangely like hinting at something, but also dodging it, which is not the professional way of doing it, honestly. If you want to, avoid suspicion.
I never said I was smart in the way of social interactions.
We see your bike standing outside the dorm room, where you always park it on the green. And then we see a pair of binoculars looking up at the bike even closer. And you hear the same trio that discussed you last time during sports physics class. One of them says, "There it is. Should we just take it?" And we hear this female voice, "No. I think we have a more elegant way of doing this." And she looks over to the left man and he pulls up a cell phone, types a short number on it, and then says, "Yes, hello. Someone has parked a bike on my private lawn. Yes, I can't see the driver anywhere. Yes. Yeah, no, it's not an emergency, but could you do something about it? Thank you, officer. Yes, I can give you my address." And then we cut back over to the beginning of class.
It's a damn good thing I have remote control on that bike.
Interesting, yeah.
Do you honestly think Rachel would allow anyone else to take anyone's property on here?
Definitely not. If she knows about it.
Her property.
It's
like as in like her land.
Well, it's more
city
like
property. More like.
Yeah, it's more like the city. Rachel is not that rich. Why do you think she have to make this school? She went along with many other heroes to make it. She had the idea, but she didn't have the funds.
Heroes, strange enough, don't make that much money.
Why do you think Umbra is a doctor?
Yeah.
You can feel a lot of electrical tension between these two people as they're in place for the class. Just staring lightning bolts at least Chico McQuaddle is staring lightning bolts at Hayas, if she could have that hero power.
Hayas is practically ignoring her at the moment.
Oh, they're in love.
Sweet, beautiful love.
That's how that works.
Oh, we all know it. It's the story where, they hate each other at the beginning and then they fall romantically in love with each other.
What is Shida McQuaddle's hair color? Is it just blue or...
It is blue and orange.
Didn't we already talk about that kind of relationship? That's basically Scarlet and fucking Umbra. They haven't gotten yet together.
And what is Hayos' hair color, hasn't it?
Does Hayos still have hair? Okay, black.
Yes, he has some hair still at least.
And let me quickly put up, hopefully it's not too big, Chico McQuaddle. Or actually, you could just look at her character sheet down at Team Chawsome. That's how she looks.
Yeah, it's basically just orange. Or, well, blue and some orange.
Blue and orange.
There she is.
Orange.
Okay. What does it mean to your people, Lily?
Well, that's a weird, complicated set of colors.
What does it mean?
She's somehow calm and upset at the same time. This is weird.
No, you can totally be calm and upset at the same time.
I'm not so sure about the calm part, but she's certainly upset at the moment.
It could also be confident, so that works, but yeah. But yeah, what color does Hayos here has?
Black.
Black. Aww. I'm sorry. My condolences. I know it feels. I was black once. It was an Umbra cut my hair.
Oh, depression.
Yes!
The door swings open at the class, and if you scroll up to the top, this man walks in. He's got a huge backpack.
Oh, god damn it!
He wears a...
Him of all people!
Pair of glasses,
Yes,
gray hair, gray beard, bound up
Why
to
do
a high
I remember this
ponytail.
guy from somewhere?
He was the one who stopped Tias when he was stealing.
The what?
He was the one.
That trapped Tails as he was running away from the mall cop.
Right.
Tails just looks up like, blinks a few times like, huh. Like,
He
very
slams a
surprised.
heavy bundle onto the table, unveils it as a stack of books, and he says, with a surprisingly refined and not at all aged voice, "Class, for this lesson, you will need the book. The book of 101 things you need to know about Villainy. Everybody come front in single file and pick up your book. Starting front left with you, lady." He points at Lily.
Yay! I gladly walk forward to get a book. Books! Such a fascinating way of imparting information. Fascinating.
Today, we were going to read Chapter 1, What Causes Rule Breaking. Now, to make it even more interesting for you, there's going to be some rules to my class. First of all, no one leaves class before they're finished with their task. Is that understood?
But what if the class is over?
The class is over when you're done with your task.
Understood.
Okay.
Second of all, if you leave class before that, enjoy your free time.
Wait, what?
Jack also says like, what?
Any
And Lisa
attempt to
just
leave
has
is a
confused
strike
look
for
at
you.
Devin.
3 strikes, and you get homework that'll keep you busy for the rest of the week. He sits down now that everyone has their book and says, "Start reading Chapter 1. Then he unfolds a newspaper.
All right.
Behind which he disappears.
Lily gladly starts reading.
Chico
Jack just
McQuarrie.
levitated books for Lisa and Devin. Because it's just so much more easier than to actually go and get a book.
Yeah. Chico McQuarrie, within a moment's notice, dashes for the door. She makes it about here until she, as fast as she can, she rushes for the door. She flies off like a one of those rubber balls that you toss against the wall that goes binging everywhere until she crashes back into her chair. 1 second later, she's like, "Oh, now you don't." Her legs start glowing blue above her sandals, and she flings herself for the window. At which point she just bashes off the window, crashing into... Let me roll a 1d10.
Please,
If she
not.
rolls into his, I'm gonna laugh.
She crashes actually into you, Lily. She just flings her way. You know how all physics work.
Crash!
Bing,
Ow!
bong, into you. Since you were a first contender, I count that as 1 strike. Now get back to your chair. She's rubbing her everything where she collided with something that you couldn't see.
Tails recognizes it.
Yes. He puts up a can and fills it with a little teapot. He even has a biscuit on the little underplate of the tea.
Not sure about this guy, but I think I like him.
Keeps us, just like, he's actually kind of awesome. Kind of a jerk, but kind of awesome too.
Holly next to
just-
you would say, "Who is he?"
No clue.
Bit of a random thought I had. Is-
Teacher?
Yes, and he looks at you, Keith.
Could we get a name?
The name's on
Like,
the book. He says, holding up a copy of his book, and it says, "Made by Watchman Alpha."
Wait, so you
Interesting
make
name.
this book?
Yes, I wrote this book. And Waki would speak up, "Whoa, Watchman Alpha? One of the top 10? One of the oldest villain-catching heroes? That is awesome."
I can see why he's good at catching villains.
Right,
Ooh,
Again?
then this is our even more important book. More
Jack
reading!
reads in the front row, just like flipping the pages before eventually he's done. At the same time as Lisa, admittedly. It's like, I've read the first chapter.
The first chapter is rather long. I would say, unless you read it carefully, it's going to take you at least 3 hours that the class is long. Unless you want to, you know what? You can roll to unleash your powers to see if you can read this book as fast as you claim.
Seriously, even my average page reading is freaking 300 pages an hour.
That depends on your, well, yeah.
That depends on the
Here's
type
the
of...
thing, as you go into it really fast, you quickly realize that the topic of what causes rule breaking is so dull and interesting that every couple of seconds you just feel your eyes drift off. But roll to unleash your powers to see if you can summon your powers to focus hard enough.
I think Lisa might be able to do it because that is her basically like a thing, but I'm not sure if Jack can.
No.
No.
Mark me a
At least I
condition.
get a potential.
Yes.
Potential.
Mark
Finally,
me-
I get an upgrade.
Mark potential and
I know,
get a good
that's what I felt like.
Good. A moment later, Devin bursts into an ice block, very quadratical. And he said, the teacher up front says, "Ah, Mr. Ice. I was suspecting you were trying something sooner or later. Don't worry, I have a special eye on you."
What did you just try to do, Devin?
You can't hear him inside the ice. You think he's pretty solidly frozen in a quadratic cube.
Wait, huh? That's... Right, I'm just going to read this. Ready?
Want to
Keith,
tow him? Jack actually asks from Keith. And we could probably get him out of his ice block.
Yeah, we should probably get the ice away. Well, he glanced a bit over the teacher behind the paper.
you can't really see him behind the huge paper. He just turns a page, seeming completely disinterested in the class as a whole.
Let's see how fast Hayos reads this. This is just for the heck of it.
Yes, take a powerful blow, Chaos.
Oh yeah, that makes sense because he has no formal education.
Yeah, this is kind of
It's
a
like,
challenge to you.
How the fuck do I read this?
All
He's
right.
very, very carefully.
Pick one from the 7 to 9 list.
He just puts the book down like, no.
Do you give ground? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, like,
Okay, let me just note this down because this is going to come back later.
I mean, he has no formal education. I don't even think he can read, honestly.
We might just start living in the actual room.
Is anybody else trying anything of the player characters?
Well, yes, Keith would like to unfreeze Devin.
Yeah, you can
Jack,
totally
so
do that.
Maybe Jack and Keith, we want to do it together.
Lily is trying to read the book carefully.
Yeah, you don't have to roll for that. You can just do that carefully enough, you know. Freya,
And then
I'm
he's
feeling...
just going to try to stay awake while reading the book.
Yeah. Alright, Keith and Freya... Or, Keith, roll me a powerful blow, and Freya, how do you react?
No, I do not want to roll a powerful blow.
Yes,
Yes, you
do
do.
it. You're trying to stay awake. Do your best.
God damn it.
Lose control of yourself and your powers in a terrible way? you know, or
wow.
or fall asleep, or choose two from the below.
Well, he falls asleep.
Okay.
Who knows?
Let me note this down because this is also going to come back later to bite you.
Of course it does. I did not want to make a powerful blow. I have +4 to it.
You'll be fine.
No.
Oh yeah, I know which advancement I'm gonna take actually.
Yeah, let's
To make-
talk about that at the end. Freya, what are you going to do? This book is some thick reading.
Well, especially because she has heard that he is one of the top 10 heroes, and this is one of the few classes that actually involves being a hero. She is, much like Lily, she's taking it very slow and trying to take it all in, and she doesn't mind it taking a while.
All right. You make progress, but very slowly. You see a kunai come flying out of nowhere towards the newspaper, but it plings off the teacher's desk, and you see just Watchman Arthur just make a little note on his on a piece of paper that he has sitting there. And we, as the audience, see something that we haven't seen since the robot trial, which is Spectral. In her classical fashion, she's looking just at her classmates and at the teacher. She doesn't seem to be interested at the reading material. Let me just get this off of here. Up. She seems to be observing, as she tends to do, quite intently. Would one of your friends try to get out of here? Get some free time? Well deserved.
No, Rosa is way too timid and careful, and yeah, no.
Lobo is excited to be in class learning to be a hero, so he's also reading.
Can he read?
Sure, he's a smart dog.
Yes,
he can
can read.
Don't be racist.
Speciest.
Yes.
All right. Maximilian raises a hand, and Watchman Alpha puts the newspaper down to take a sip from his tea and says, Mr. Watchman, may I go to the bathroom? Watchman Alpha says, you may go to the bathroom. Which Maximilian, turns to the group, makes a huge smile, and walks out. How does any one of you react?
Keith is sleeping.
Okay, yeah, Keith is asleep, obviously.
I
Which
think
is now very
my
apparent
almost-
from the front.
I'm thinking Lily is just based on what I've seen so far. I don't think the teacher's going to be fooled by something like that. So she's going to keep reading, but she's still silently going to count. She's actually just going to start a timer. So say how many seconds before he gets thrown in here.
Any of your
Yeah.
NPCs want to try the same thing? Perhaps if you can't
Least,
physically outdo him, outsmarting him
no.
would work.
Jack
about-
honestly can't really see it, I don't think. The smile. He's a bit too absorbed in his book.
Jennifer likes studying, so she would just read it.
Yes.
Same with
Usually,
Lisa loves studying as well.
as you read about this, it goes into detail about how circumstances can really shift a person's perspective about what rules should be kept and what rules should be stepped over. Most of which, so Watchman's book concludes, is that given the right circumstances, anybody is willing to break a rule if he can get away with it. And more importantly, if he thinks he can get away with it.
Well, Hayes is not reading the book because his brain is like, I don't get any of this.
After what feels like 20 minutes, Maximilian is walking back in. He looks strangely ashamed, as if he tried something but was unsuccessfully. Watchman Alpha just makes a note on his paper.
And Lily stops the timer.
Wow, 20 minutes and
Yep.
13 seconds.
Yep. Well, she didn't exactly expect him to succeed.
The class is so incredibly dull and boring, except, the reading material, which is going way too into details and exclamations and other points.
I want to see how well Jennifer does with just 2d6s.
Yeah, sure,
Very
roll
good.
for it.
I'm kind of curious about Lisa as well.
Yeah, roll me 2d6 for your NPCs to see how they keep up with the material.
Jennifer is dealing with it fantastically.
Nope.
Okay, Devin is utterly demoralized by being unable
Oh
to do
god,
anything.
poor
with the
Rosa,
power.
holy crap.
Rosa has also fallen asleep right behind Keith. You can see her huge, her mane just laying splat out over the table.
At least Lisa is doing well.
Hmm.
As is Jennifer.
Jennifer is just. I mean, she's studying to become a doctor, basically.
All right. How would Lobo react after all this time? He just he wants some action, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he's a good boy. He doesn't break rules.
Does he?
No, he rolled a
Hey.
7. He's doing above average on the reading material.
Yeah. It's a hit, so.
The end of the class bell is ringing. Ding dong dong. Or whatever. You know what? It's your school, Miss Hartfeld. What's the bell ringing sound like?
Like Reese's. From the Reese's series, maybe?
No, something a bit more flair in it. It sounds a bit more heroic. I have no idea how that will actually sound.
God damn it. Now it's
Dang dang dang.
someone's calling me, BRB.
Totally like
exactly.
that. Yes.
Or the trumpet,
Yes.
You know.
That's
Yeah.
how the bell sounds like.
Good, very good. Watchman Alpha puts his newspaper down. Actually, he turns over the last paper and then a page and then folds it up. He's drunken his tea, eaten his biscuit, and he says, "Very good, that was your first lesson on Villainy 101. Now, as you noticed, some of you have tried exactly what a villain would try. When they're in a bad position, they're going to try to make it better. Obviously, with a hero association in place, this cannot succeed and it will not succeed. Once you've woken up your asleep friends, tell them that this chapter is to be read as homework." He folds up his backpack, puts the teacup in it and the newspaper, and then turns around for one last time and says, "Everyone else who stayed brave and on the path of a hero, well done." And then he walks out.
Jack, of course, immediately heads towards Keith. He's like poking his, shaking his shoulder. You wake up!
Like-
Come on, wake up!
No, I did totally not steal. What's going on?
He's still asleep.
Yeah, such a nice stream.
Yeah, you have to know. You have a homework.
Wait,
The rest of us are apparently heroes, but you get to read the rest of it.
what?
You notice you haven't even started yet. Or at least that's what it feels like.
You're
Still on
kidding
the
me.
first page.
This is gonna take at least 24 months to read through. Just the
I can
first.
poke you every minute if that helps.
That's going to help.
Or you could just ask your computer to read it out for you. Put it
Then
into
I'm-
a sexy, sultry voice or something. Definite guarantee that you'll remember something. Well, at least you'll listen. Not say that you will actually remember anything.
Actually, I'd be interested in a voiced copy myself. Holly speaks up, listening in on you talk about that.
Well, yeah, I can understand.
This book is even
Maybe-
thicker in Braille. She has her book is about double the size.
Jack takes a random Kindle out of his bag and just looks it up. I wonder if it's actually there.
It is on there.
I was like, well, if you have a Kindle, it's there for free.
How would
Or
I
is it?
operate that? Holly says, still a bit dejected.
You press the button, especially if it's the only book you have. It will start reading it for you out loud. Some of it even works on voice commands. You can just say, yeah, play, what was it? Villainy 101?
Yes.
It will work.
That is the title of the book. Let me put it into chat. There we go.
Chat would give Holly a really nice smile.
Well, that's not what I meant. Keith, hey, if you get a voice copy, I wouldn't mind listening in.
Oh, that is. Yeah, sure.
Great.
Now, if you want, you can borrow my Kindle.
Yeah,
Keith,
Keith is giving you.
you
Keith is
realize
giving
that Jack is currently in your way. You should go
Yeah.
away, right?
You know, Keith is giving you. Get out. Go now, eyes.
He just actually laughs and then just heads off, leaving the Kindle behind.
And Devin, turns over to you and says, maybe we should make this a study circle or something.
It should be that hard to make.
You know,
Rewire something to make it speak the text. That shouldn't be too hard,
Keith,
right?
everyone seems to be in your way right now. Yeah, a
Oh.
study circle sounds nice, Rosa says as she just wakes up as she hears study circle.
Woo, team!
Seems like Lily is in on it too.
Keith is just banging his head down on the table. All right, then we have a study circle.
What's that noise?
Nothing.
I can try to tinker together a machine that can read the text. Maybe.
Oh god, this is gonna go horribly wrong, I can already tell.
What could possibly
She's
go
building a robot who can read Villainy 101. Yeah, okay, we know how that turns out in sci-fi.
Hey, the worst thing that happens is on a miss, the device works, but has a completely unintended side effect that the
Yeah,
GM
what
will
could
reveal
be
when
the
they use
side
it.
effect of feeding a robot with all the knowledge about villainy?
Could possibly go wrong.
But sounds like a great idea.
Yes, it does.
Let's do it. I mean, this is end of class. How about we take a break and then let's do it later this evening? Better get it done over with until we before we get more homework.
That sounds like a good idea. By the way, Devin, what was it you were trying to do that made you into an ice cube?
I tried to freeze him in place so I can get out of here. I couldn't, it just didn't work that way. I don't know why. It seems like my powers were limited to the area around me, which is not what I intended.
It kinda does that.
You can see Spectral is looking at all of you from the back. Her eyes wide open like owls tend to have sometimes when they're excited seeing something. But she doesn't say anything.
Well, Hayes would get up and just head out now since class is over.
All right, as you make it to the door and head out, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Hayes just looks over his shoulder.
That training still stands if you want it.
later. Hungry.
What do you do as you say that? Just continue walking out?
He just opens the door.
Well, I happen to know a place where you can get practically unlimited food.
He just looks at it and says, "Where?"
At the end of the training course, of course. And she gives you this grinning smile of like, yeah, I got you now.
He just slightly swipes the hand off like, no. And walks off. He is so disinterested in her at the moment.
Aww.
She yells after you, so I guess you don't want to become the very, very, very strongest.
I already beat you once.
What is this? Why is this so much focus on violence? Let's all be friends. Let's hug.
That and you look terrified.
Okay, yeah, as you say that and you walk down.
Fun fact.
Hmm?
Fun fact. When you're afraid, you release a certain chemical into the air, or well, pheromone, I think it's called. I think that depending on which type of animal it is, it can smell that.
Yeah, you say that some animals can smell your fear. But yeah, as we see her just trembling with anger, like her teeth grit, her fists clenched, like shaking. And we see her even shimmer bluish, and her hair seems to move even though there is no air. What does... Yeah, you know what? We cut over to the rest of the class, moving back to the dorm a bit later to get the, to relax from the surprisingly uneventful defense against villainy class, or defense against villainy 101. I always switch up on the name, but defense against villainy 101. You notice, Lily, that on the place where your bike stood is a notice pinned against... Actually, you know what? The notice is pinned against the front of the dorm room. To the owner of the vehicle on the premise. It reads.
I just tilt my head like, huh? And I pick it up and read it, but like, what? Huh? What?
Oh, you say it in English? Yes. You have parked your vehicle on a private property. Your vehicle has been towed and is reserved at the nearest police headquarters, which the address it gives you. What? Impounded?
Yeah.
Impounded on the nearest police headquarters, where you can pick it up against a fee. That's what it says.
I think I showed this to Frey. I'm like, what does this mean? I'm sometimes stupid about this thing, so I'm not sure.
Devin is there since he was gonna go for the reading. So anyways, he says it looks like someone has, or the police has towed your vehicle, which means they've taken it, and because it was parked wrong. He looks over the premise. There's of course no other vehicles here, but that doesn't seem quite right, does it?
Why would I just take my bike? That doesn't seem nice.
Seems to me like there might be someone who wants to have your bike.
But it seems to me like the police picked up your bike. Or at least that's what they think it is.
I just slide out my wrist computer, just try to, okay, where's the bike? Try to track it, basically.
Would that require a roll of sorts? Or is that something you can just do? I guess if it's something you can just do, then you can just do it, huh?
I mean, I assume I can just do it since it's part of one of my skills of Kirby Craft, so I assume I can just have some direct control of it. Like that, so I guess, where is the bike?
Okay,
at least directions in some way.
It gives you a direction somewhere across the city. It's made quite a far away.
This is just weird. And then I just, oh yeah, pressing recall.
Okay.
And this we can face out of the material universe, remember?
Right.
Even if it's bounded to the ground by chains, you just, whoop.
This would be an unleash your powers, though, because the people who took it, perhaps not the police, are gonna try and prevent this from happening, right? So roll to unleash your power.
God damn it.
Hit. Okay, let me see. On a hit, you do it. So it is gonna come back to you. Mark a condition though, because the bike was just stolen like that. And how does that affect you? That it's just gone like this and you didn't even notice?
Weirdly enough, I'm afraid, but so I think I'm going to take insecure.
Okay.
So,
and I will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary. Okay.
See, I think... I don't think my hair is going to go black, but I think it's going to go grey, though. Yes, grey hair.
Maybe we should tell one of the teachers about this, considering that this was clearly not a private property.
Indeed. That seemed weird. I will do that.
A few minutes later, it's taken quite a long time, your bike comes back and pieces of it are missing. Taken off. More or less professionally. It looks like it's gotten through a chop shop halfway until you called it back.
I'm just staring at it blindly for a while. And I just... then I was basically take up a few of my small tools, like, alright then?
Wait, Rosa says, what about a reading circle? Isn't that... I mean, your bike is really important, but you could fix it later?
Yeah, true. I'll need parts anyway.
I was gonna say it's not gonna go anywhere, but that would be too soon, I think.
Yes, it's good.
Too soon, indeed.
I should also need to contact the teachers about this.
Yes. Roll me a 1D... Which teacher would you contact? What the hell? Which teacher are you looking for?
Let's see, I'm not that well versed in these things.
If you want to just come across a random teacher, give me a 1D3.
I know not Umbra.
Well, you could try the head teacher or the new teacher.
Yeah, you know what? We haven't heard much of Miss Heartfelt yet, so you find Miss Heartfelt.
I, as a player, would do that. I'm not sure if Lily would just make that assumption, but yeah, that would make most sense.
Well, you should probably go to some teacher, so that would mean, obviously, either Umbra, Heartfelt, Mr. Sunshine, assuming he's there.
He's currently not at school. He usually would only be there when... Oh, cut off a bit. Never mind.
Oh, the old guy.
Yeah, I think Miss Heartfelt would be the one you're gonna come across. Let me move you over to the dorms, because that's where you're at. So you find Miss Heartfelt.
Miss... Is Miss or is it Miss... These honorifics confuse me. Anyway. Teacher.
No, I'm not married, so it's Miss.
Right. Thank you. Anyway, is it not allowed for me to keep my bike on the premises?
Of course it is. Why are you asking?
Well, your law enforcement agency in the area towed it away.
You can see that she's holding
someone
next to
seems
the
to-
warrant.
Yes, and someone seems to have actually gone to town with a very barbaric instrument. Let's just say. Indeed.
That's quite interesting. You know, she sits there and thinks.
I'll need some time to repair this bike, and I don't know why anyone would try to take my bike apart. It's not that special.
Lily, here it's a very special bike.
Is it?
It is.
Oh. Well, it's not. It's still wrong to steal, right?
That it is. And don't worry, I will look into this matter.
Thank
So-
you.
You don't have to worry anymore. Was there anything else I could help you with?
At this point, no. That was my main worry at the moment.
Very well.
Sure. How do I clear these conditions of mine? I think afraid is by running away. Insecure, take foolhardy action. Right.
Right.
Alright. I know a way to clear your afraid conditions. If there's
Foolhardy action would have been gone to Umbra.
foolhardy
Yes.
action would go to grab your bike alone. That would definitely have been a foolhardy action. You know, not recalling it, that was the easy choice. Going after it yourself in person, that would have been foolhardy. Alone especially. Now, however, unless you know
Talk
what,
a bit, my princess.
Miss Hartfeld, you're gonna look into that. And we're gonna do that probably next time, right?
Yes.
We're gonna have a
And
scene with you looking.
she already knows who she's going to call first.
Sunshine.
Striker.
Striker.
Striker! It's technology, of course. He's the first one on the list of suspects.
All right.
I mean, all things considered, when it comes to tracking shit, he finds stuff. I mean,
Yeah. Now we cut
found out
back
who Right
though.
Stranger was. So
Indeed, we cut back to the reading circle in the dorm rooms. Lily, you walk back in there, and they're already, trying to get the stereo going on the audiobook. Holly is sitting on your bed, Keith. Devin is, I guess, sitting there also. Jack, you've got your back where Rosa is sitting, and I guess Lobo would be there as well. Freya, do you want to listen in on this?
No, she, recalling the situation from last session and having to read that book, she is she doesn't want to think. So she's flinging herself into easy relief, which is going to the obstacle course and just running and not thinking about anything.
Very well,
That's
I count
easy
that.
relief.
Yeah.
That's her easy relief.
Waki is, of course, also there. Let's see. Would Jennifer go for the reading circle?
she's done, but she could join. Yeah.
Would Lisa be there? I mean, she has read it quite perfectly, but would she be there to help the other guys? Jack, is that something she
No, she unless someone asks her, no.
do? Okay, so she wouldn't
far
be.
too
She would
shy.
be too shy. Okay, very well.
What are the other people saying about Keith's choice of decoration the room?
Yeah. How about that? Naked lady. Well, half naked ladies and all.
Half naked.
Yeah, well, Jack
Jennifer
has
would
attacked
probably
us
be
maybe
like-
one band. and toss in there.
The poster says rock band, and that's all. How do you do, fellow kids?
God damn you.
Yeah, I guess everybody for now pretends this isn't there. And thankfully Holly can't see that.
Is Lily there yet?
Lily, you walk in and see them all trying. Now here's the thing. You have afraid and what was the other one?
Insecure.
Afraid and insecure. Okay. Run away from something difficult. Well, this is certainly going to be difficult helping all these people. I'm sure they're going to appreciate it, but you should really go fix your bike after all. Now, Rosa said this should, the bike can maybe wait, which is why it's a tough decision for you. You'd have to reject Rosa's influence in the process if you want to decide to go for your bike.
No, I want to help. I like helping. Helping is nice.
That's fair enough. Also, you gotta have to try for that high five.
Yes, I do need to do that. So if I succeed this, I can high five someone.
Indeed. Alright, everybody is gathering up in a group. Hyos, are you there as well, or are you not?
No, he would. I think he would go obstacle course after a while.
Okay.
Once he's finished eating and just do the obstacle course until he can't anymore.
Lobo would look for someone to pet him. He walks around.
Jennifer would.
Okay, then he's gonna sit next to Jennifer.
Like all the belly rubs.
Well, he's trying to stand upright to listen properly, It is after all, a learning circle. Keith. So, where would you sit? It seems like Devin is making space next to him, slipping closer to Holly, and she's sitting kind of on the edge of the bed. If you're fast enough, you could squeeze yourself between Devin and Holly.
Keith is going to do that.
Alright. Let's see. Roll defend. Which is something unusual, but you're trying to defend your place next to Holly.
No!
Alternatively, you can roll directly engage Devin, but since he has influence, it's at a -1 over you. Oh!
I actually hit even though I have -3.
Okay. You can either clear a condition or take influence over who you protect, which is Holly.
Oh!
Yeah, tough decision, isn't it?
That's mean.
Since you're trying to clear conditions, hey, I thought I'd offer you the defend option. Yeah.
God damn it.
Also, you rolled a 7, so this is going to give me some extra motion to keep this going.
I clear condition. I need to get rid of some of these conditions.
No, you're fine.
I'm curious which one you choose and why.
Yes, exactly. No. It succeeded him, so it's not hopeless that he could get some time with Holly.
Okay.
So he's not hopeless anymore. But he's still afraid, angry, and insecure.
Okay. However, escalate the situation or expose yourself to danger. As you slip down next to Holly, you land on Devin's lap. You slide in there just in time to land half on him, and she's like, "Hey, what the hell?"
Yeah. People, instantly, sit up, stand up. Sorry, didn't see you there, Devin. Cracking a fake smile.
um, you see sort of Evan trying to make the connection between what you're trying to do and why you're trying to do this. You know what? I'm gonna roll. Do you have influence over him?
Yes, he's my friend.
Okay, yeah. 2d6 -1. Okay, so he doesn't notice. He's just like, well, there's plenty of space on the bed to his left, away from Holly. Sorry, must have not seen me there.
Yeah, he sits on Devin's left side. He said, "You are." So totally inside, he said, "They are all against me."
Yes, they are. Chaos ain't.
No, Chaos is just a monster.
Yes, after you get into listening to the book, it's it's even read by himself on this one track. So great, you spend more time with your teachers. At least his voice. At least he has a smooth voice that one can listen to, even though he seems quite high and mighty about the topic. However, there's some interesting anecdotes that he throws in there. He must have been a hero from the very beginning. He even once makes mention of Mr. Sunshine. Some 1 hour into the reading. At that point, the door knocks and opens up, and Spectral floats in. She's got refreshing drinks. I heard you were studying hard, so I thought you might need some something to keep your mind fluid.
Thank you.
You know, she says, if you really want to succeed at that class, you should give it your all and actually try to get out of the room. I got a feeling he's gonna keep this up and make us do the same thing next time.
Wait, why should we try to get out of the room? Didn't he say that? I'm confused.
He said...
Very interesting class. Why would we want to leave?
He said that would give us extra work, yes. But why would he give us 3 attempts if he doesn't want to try? If he just wanted to punish us, he'd give us this 1 chance or no chance at all. But as we've seen, we alone are not going to do it. We need to work together as a class.
Teamwork! Teamwork. Beautiful teamwork.
So, what are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting next time we sit there with a plan and we're gonna execute it. I'm not sure if you can keep tabs and keep us all locked in at the same time.
I don't think that's a good idea. He did call all of you. Those who didn't break the rules were rewarded, and those who did, well, if you want to be a villain, why are you here?
You missed the point, Jack, she says. If you don't know the mindset of a villain, how are you going to predict where a villain's going to strike or what a villain is going to do? You're going to find yourself confronted with something that you have no idea how to deal with.
And you honestly think he hasn't looked over all of our dossiers?
What dossiers?
I'm sure he has.
So therefore, with his experience, he should be able to easily figure out what we are up against, what he's up against, what we're up to. Therefore, it's actually saving us all a lot of pain and trouble and extra reading
You sound
just-
like your mentor.
Do it, you know?
Here's
No
the
one's
thing,
surprised
Jack.
ever.
How do you take it to be compared to being just like Umbra?
Well, he's actually nothing like Umbra.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just really rule abiding. Umbra would know how to give it a shit. She would have just teleported the fuck out of there.
Tried to at least.
Yeah. So she's clearly wrong.
Yeah, she is.
How does Jack react to this? Is he just gonna let this slip?
No, of course not. It's like, well, so if I want to be a hero, like a proper hero, just want to go with the rules because it's our duty to uphold the rules, you know?
But then again, isn't this, book, just way too boring to be reading material?
You think
There
this
seems
is
to be-
boring? This is amazing.
No, this book is way boring. It's like he intentionally tried to make this book boring when you read it.
Freya and
It's a poor
Hayos,
job of it.
you take part as Lobo and Jennifer in this conversation, so you have a say in the matter via your friends.
What would Jennifer say?
It's boring, but I am a good boy.
That sounds like Lobo. Yep.
I didn't try because I felt that I needed to be the top of the class when it comes to theoretical subjects to be able to get where I want. So I don't try anything. So I didn't try to get out.
What do you think, Jennifer? Couldn't your powers not cut anything?
Apparently not. I've encountered a few things I can't cut. So I don't know, but I could probably cut myself out through the floor unless he was up whatever he did that prevented the rest from leaving.
That is a good idea. We could make an escape through the floor. We gotta think of avenues that he does not expect.
Wouldn't
Think
the teachers
outside
get
the
mad
box.
if we destroyed the premises? What vandalism wasn't nice here?
A real ninja would expect and prepare its trap, be one step ahead.
What's a ninja? I've been wondering this for a while now.
Waki seems kind of surprised that he has to explain that. He seems unprepared to do so. And he says, a ninja is a way of living. You follow your dreams. And he gets nervous since you've an inclination that it's something to do with you asking the question, and it's like, but I could explain it to you later, maybe. I can't give the secrets away, to everyone. Yeah, ninjas keep secrets as well.
Why would you keep secrets? Isn't that rude?
It's
That's what
necessary.
Yes, I know that's rich coming from me, but
But think out of the box on how to get out.
why are you in a setup box?
He puts people in a box, says Spectral. And he
Why would
must
you
do
put
so
people
for a
in a box?
reason. A metaphysical box, even. He sets up rules. It's not even his superpower that's keeping people in a box. It's your mental thinking. Those who didn't try to get out, they were also caught in it. In a different way.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Holly leans over past Devon and says, "So what do you think, Keith?"
You know, Keith leans a bit back, looks up in the ceiling. Maybe what he actually wants to teach us is that teamwork is the best defense against villainy. So that's why we need to work as a team to get out of the classroom. Huh.
Okay with anything that involves teamwork.
I like the idea of teamwork, but I really don't want to break the rules.
Oh, come on. It's not like that he can expel us, I think.
But technically, he can fail us of his class, which means that we have to at least repeat a year.
Or he was using a
I don't think my
tactical
parents-
ruse.
I don't think my parents would be happy with me doing another year
Oh,
of
come on.
classes here.
Have you never thought about doing something that your parents didn't want you to?
Yeah,
Be-
well,
You know, be a
Often.
naughty child.
yes,
against- go
try,
against the
try,
flow.
try and explain why you failed the class to Umbra.
Repeatedly. That's partially why I'm here.
Well, you have to explain to Umbra. I have to explain to the head teacher why I failed a class.
Yeah, the head teacher doesn't use Sliva well.
You do have a point there.
Yeah, I know. That's really. I was a bit wilder maybe when I was a bit younger, but then. Yeah, let's just not talk about that.
But
So,
I
yeah.
say we should give it a go. Try to get out.
Why is Umbra such a mean person, by the way?
I don't know. I guess she just wants us already. I don't know.
Lilius gets constantly
though.
distracted.
Or what do you say? Oh, Celia, at least.
Huh?
Oh,
No,
nothing.
nothing, just.
Well, there's just some people who are born bitches, aren't there?
Hey, at least her exercises are effective.
That is a bad term, right?
Keith!
That's not a nice thing to say about a person, isn't it?
Holly seems positively shocked you would use such vocabulary.
What did he
I
say?
am really happy that she's trying to. He can't see his room, so
Some
she
girls
can't
are
see
just
his
born
room.
bitches. Or something similar.
Striker would slap him for that. I'm telling you, Striker would slap him.
Hmm.
You know what? It sounds. Let me quickly check something here. Keith. Yeah, I think you cleared insecure there because you take a foolhardy action without talking to. You took a foolhardy action right there.
Right. Yes.
You might
that-
actually just be engulfed in shadows and just like on you are. It's like,
You might just
I
disappear
heard
from the
that.
space. You might just disappear from the space-time continuum. It's fine.
Oh God, Umbra is listening, isn't she?
Of course, she hears
It's
all.
Umbra, not said.
Yes.
She hears all. You honestly think you have secrets?
Otrix is a lot more. Is a more nicer person. You realize this, right?
He was the true good all along.
Yes, he was.
He was just perverted.
No, that was Felix.
No,
That
that's-
was Felix.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
I thought you mentioned. I thought you said Felix.
No,
No,
Otrix.
Otrix.
Ah.
It's close enough. Yeah, Otrix was the reluctant hero.
Hell yeah.
The only thing I heard was the X, and then it was like, so Felix. Okay.
All right, so the plan is made to try and get out next time.
Well, for some of us, it is.
For some, yes. We quickly cut over to Umbra, and we see her zipping a tea with a kind of familiar cutlery, and you hear a man's voice, "So, they're trying to get out next time." And it is the teachers sitting together.
Yeah, all of them in a lounge, like having tea. A little shadow tentacle, like just like a miniature megaphone telling everything what's happening there.
Right. That's not creepy at all.
Watchman Alpha says, "Good. They need to know how villains think. It's gonna prepare them. The most dangerous villains always act in groups."
Yeah, well, they also desert each other, which is also, as we
That
can
is
see.
another thing they should keep in mind about villains. They're prone to infighting.
Which they already have done. Oh, and I had so much hope for this year's group.
They'll learn in time. Isn't that right, headmistress?
See it backside. Sure, I hope so.
Also, you forgot to give them detention for fighting.
Kids will be kids. It's not like any one of them actually got seriously hurt or something.
I guess I'll use live ammo next time when it's my turn.
No! Definitely no, you do not.
I wonder, how injured did Chica get with a slam?
She seems to have shrugged it off past lunchtime.
Oh well.
How sad.
But, well, we should teach them that violence doesn't solve everything.
It does solve most things. Umbra muses.
Striker would
Actually-
disagree.
Most things, mind
A
you.
lot of things.
A lot of it. Things.
Speaking
Soft
of
boxers.
Chaos and Freya, Freya, you were the first one on the obstacle course, just going through the motions over and over again, running laps, crawling under the wires, opening those doors by lifting weights. And what was the last obstacle? Let me double check.
The wall over the water.
Yeah, jumping over the water.
That we had time for at least. Then we skipped
Indeed.
some.
Yeah, there's also these spinning dummies with logs as if they have arms and legs where you need to jump and duck and dodge to work you out. And Freya, a little bit in, you notice that Hyas is trying to catch up with you on the obstacle course. What do?
The whole point of this was to not think. So
You don't
she's
think.
just going to run through the motions and act like no one's around her.
Okay. Hyas, you get some... You get closer to her. And Freya, you still have the angry condition. You're like, I don't want to have to deal with anyone else. You could destroy part of the obstacle course to bury him under it. Particularly the water wall, the wall in the water. You could smash it as he's trying to run for it. That would certainly get rid of angry.
Destroying
Yeah,
school
she
property.
wouldn't, because she knows the consequences of those actions would be severe.
Not getting rid of the condition, sure, keep it for later. That's fine. This means also that Hyas is managing to catch up to you. Hyas, why were you following her onto the obstacle course? Or is this a chance meeting?
He just need to move. He feel like he just needs to move a bit.
Keep moving.
Yeah, kinda. And he enjoyed the obstacles. He thought it was fun.
It is actually kind of fun if you have the physical strength to keep up with the training, and not having Umbra behind you making it even harder is appreciable.
Easier.
Easier, yeah.
I
Well,
think
encouragement.
it wouldn't
You're
matter
supposed
for
to
him
encourage.
actually.
Supposed to encourage your pupils to do their best.
I don't think it would matter to Chaos if Umbra wasn't there and shooting bullets at him. I mean, it
think
would
he
be like,
find
ding!
it fun.
What?
I think he would find it fun. Coaching plus running, double the fun, double the action, double the exercise as well.
So you don't even talk to each other, you're just practicing together, is that right?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah. Do you have influence over each other? This would be a good reason to give it to the other person.
Yes, we have influence each other.
Well,
I don't have influence over him.
Chaos, would you give her influence for just practicing with you through the obstacle course?
I think she actually didn't I give her influence at some point because she treated him.
No, she's never really treated him particularly normally.
I think she took it away from you again. In one
that
of
was
the endings.
that was the thing. But yeah, she can have influence.
Alright, yeah. You train until the sun sinks into a huge red ball. And
I mean, I imagine that at some point they might even like do teamwork, basically, like to get over one obstacle course. One just stands and just sends the other person up over, and then they take turns doing similar. Maybe. I don't know.
yeah.
Trying to do it herself.
She's a strong, independent woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You actually, after a while practicing with each other, you get to the point where it's like getting a bit of exhaustion feeling. You know, you're kind of keeping even with each other. That's really good. As you get to the end of your training routine, you hear a boisterous, loud laughter coming from the air that seems cheerful in a way. Moments later, Mr. Sunshine laughs. Aha! And he lands behind you.
Oh my god!
I couldn't help to notice you are doing some evening training as well. That's just like me. I was just about done.
Him and just,
So I thought, and he looks at you with one eye, kind of challengingly. Would you?
Who are you now again?
I am Mr. Sunshine, your hero history teacher. He gives you a thumbs up. I thought if you
He
might,
scratches his head like.
if you want to maybe, he looks at you with one eye, and it seems like he's about to challenge you to a fight. Go for some ice cream.
Is it free?
Absolutely, I'm paying.
Oh,
Oh my god!
Can I eat all I want?
oh no!
Only 3 scoops. It's bad for your teeth.
Hayes just shows his jaw like, don't think it matter.
Your body is never not of matter. You should treat it well and it'll treat you well.
Oh my god, that image.
Yes, it's glorious.
Can Otrix murder Sunshine just to save the universe from him?
He can try. He can try.
Yes, he can try, then we can show how powerful Mr. Sunshine is in a real fight.
No!
What
No,
about
I
you,
would prefer
Freya?
to
Would you
keep
go
it
for
as
some
a
ice cream
producer.
with Mr. Sunshine?
She kinda looks down and says, I guess, and trying to seem very deadpan, but her tail is wagging extremely fast.
Aw.
Alright, and with that, with the two of them getting some ice cream with Mr. Sunshine, we're gonna end today's session. A day over. This means we get to go to the end of session moves. How you each grew today. First of all, I'm gonna start with Freya this time around. How did you grow?
For once, actually, I think I'll say that she grew closer to the team, specifically Heos, because he just kind of trained with her. He didn't really make her have to be friends or anything. They just got stronger together.
That is awesome.
But Lily keeps being friendly to her.
You're being too friendly.
What do you
Trying to
mean
make her
too
open
friendly?
booby traps.
A booby trap.
She's also jealous of your bootyfulness.
It's probably also a tiara, and thank you.
So you can shift my labels, Heos.
Now this is a difficult question. Shift. What are your labels at the moment?
You can literally change any name label you want.
So she is Freak 1, Danger 2, Savior -1, Superior 1, and Mundane 0.
I think I would bring Mundane up 1, maybe. And Superior down 1, I think.
Okay.
Since she didn't really do much that made her appear superior to other, and she was even nice to Heos and basically praised his ability, so she appeared more humble than superior.
Nice.
Let's see. That is then 2 influence over Freya.
Well, you don't
In
take
what
2.
manner?
I guess, yeah, actually. Also, Freya, clear condition or mark potential.
Mock and potential.
Very good. I also saw you took up a new skill there.
Yes.
I am not my body. What does it do? Tell the others.
So when I take a powerful physical blow, I may roll as if I had 2 fewer conditions marked. And if I do on a 10 plus, I must choose to lose control of myself in a terrible way.
Oh.
Keep in mind that means
It's a
physical
transformed
blows.
move.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. Let's go over to Keith. How did you grow today? Certainly not that much closer to Holly. Even though you tried.
Badly.
You certainly grew
Tried
closer
and
to that
failed.
poster of yours on the wall there. Smooch, smooch.
By the way, Lily will probably just comment on our most interesting art choices. Yes, she would actually comment, unlike everyone else. She wouldn't say anything else than that. She just interesting art choices. Not any other indication of what she actually, if she thinks it's weird or anything.
What did? I actually think he grew into his own image of himself.
By falling asleep.
Yep.
No, it's more like he is becoming, he's getting more friends and stuff, and even though that he's scared of burning them, he hasn't. So I would say danger down. And mundane up.
Alright. Well, yeah, you had to deal with very everyday boy stuff today.
Yes.
Indeed.
Every
I
day.
love the challenge of there's always someone between you and getting with the girl.
Oh, damn it. One day.
I see also you unlocked 3 new flares recently. That might not have been this session, but...
yeah, that was not the last session, but the last session before that. I got full potential.
Mm-hmm. So you got mode, snatch, and overcharge. Is that correct?
I believe yes, that's Moat. Yes, that's the one creating the barrier. Yes.
Also nice.
Seize. You can also now seize any object up to the size of a person from someone within view. Oh, okay.
You can be Umbra.
But you have to
steal
use your
everything.
fire powers to do so. That is interesting.
Yes, exactly. I have to figure out how to do it, without hurting that thing. But
Just do cold flames, like
Yeah,
heatless
but
flames. There
that's
are
too easy.
those.
but does Keith know that he can do that? Maybe not. Maybe Keith
Not
sees
yet.
only. Yes, exactly. Right now he sees mostly his power as things to a power of destruction.
Yeah. I also see overcharge, which lets you automatically spend 2 burn to get a +10 on unleash your powers, which means at
Best
least
power-
for that you cannot cause terrible damage.
When I unleash my power.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Because you can mix that with a reality storm for free burn. It's just that
Nice.
you won't be able to avoid. Catch.
No, because when you roll Reality Storm, you still roll to
Unleash your
directly
powers.
to directly engage a danger.
Oh yeah, overload
Yeah,
is
I'm
about
just-
shaping your environment, not engaging
Yeah.
someone.
Exactly. Overcharge is only on unleashing your powers.
All right, Haos.
Did I use that wrong on Otrix then?
Maybe. Haos, how did you grow?
Close to the team.
Oh, to whom in particular? Who made you feel welcome?
Freya. So she gets influence.
Which she already has. So how would you shape
Yes.
his labels?
I have free
Keep in
3,
mind, yeah.
danger 3, savior -1, superior 0, and mundane -2.
I might actually use the overcharge.
I guess I'll bump your savior down and your superior up.
Wow,
Okay.
you really endanger him. If he ever has to or is forced to shift labels, he's gonna eat conditions like no other.
And then I will surpass him as rival.
Oh, how devious. How devious.
Then one more to directly engage a threat using your powers. Yeah, it's technically.
And I now have 0 conditions.
Nice. You managed to
Coward.
pay them all off. Well done. This was definitely a highlight on you, especially with your fight that you had, your school brawl, and everything that happened around it. Nice job getting rid of those
I kind of
conditions.
feel bad for
Chico?
Blueface. Yeah. Because of the potential, I unlocked new potentials.
Have you decided on something yet or not?
Yes.
Mutate further. Take 2 new powers. I see.
Yeah.
Which powers are those?
And I'm tying it into since he had already increased strength and toughness, and now I'm going with the concept that I had earlier, which I mentioned to you.
Okay.
Sorry
Power
guys, I have
negation.
to really go in a moment.
Okay. Jack, how did you grow?
Power
Real quick.
negation and regeneration.
I already shifted my. I took my thing, which is basically I just
Okay. Sure.
gave Jack to
You're
whatever
excused.
the potential,
Head off.
and
do your
then
best.
more to his own image, mainly because someone actually compared him to Umbra, and also because there was a bit of a thing in there. So I'm gonna shift danger up and mundane down.
All right. And Lily, how did you grow?
How did I grow?
Yeah, next week.
Do you?
Like
You learned a lot about Earth and geography and people's habits, apparently. And you missed
Yes.
out on giving someone a high five.
Yes, I did. I didn't have the time because you ended the session.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I also didn't get a chance
You know
to roll
what?
for Alien Tech to try and fix make that machine.
Write it down. If you ever, next session or whenever, give someone a high five, it still counts as a potential. I'm not going to take that away from you.
Yay!
Of course, the situation got to be right, you know?
Yeah. What did I do? I didn't interact much with Hayos or Keith. Lily thinks she feels she's growing closer to Freya. Growing closer to the team.
Alright. So
Freya
Freya.
gets all the influence.
I'm not sure if Freya shares that, but
That means Freya can shift your labels. She has influence over you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Any labels I can't shift?
well, I would prefer you didn't raise my freak.
Freak is at 3, so you can shift Freak. But otherwise, you know, Danger -1, Savior 0, Superior 2, and Mundane -1.
I'll say your danger. Wait, what's your danger at again?
-1.
Okay, your danger down and your superior up.
Interesting.
So as long as I'm on my Kirby craft, then I'm amazing. But otherwise, I'm not very dangerous.
You need to repair that though before you can use it properly.
Yes, I do. I also need to. Speaking of, seeing as I got close to the team, I'm going to clear condition and I'm going to clear afraid because I don't like running away. Might do something really stupid at some point. So.
Did you unlock your moment of truth there? I see.
Yes, I did.
Cool.
Figured couldn't think of anything else to get. For like, all right, let me just unlock that so I have it.
Oh, very well. Yeah.
I was thinking of the best of them, so I can comfort and support someone using Freak instead of Mundane, but
You will make it work. The time will come to
Yeah.
grab that. Well, thank you all for attending today's session. Next session. I think next session I need to talk with Miss Hartfeld, because Miss Hartfeld needs to teach a class. Probably something about hero names or hero costumes. How would that be? Or we could go with controlling powers properly. What do you think?
She doesn't have that much of fashion sense for heroes costumes and powers.
Okay, so more about controlling your powers properly. I think a lot of here can use that.
Also,
and that is also something she experienced herself, how much trouble it can be.
Okay, good.
to really fall into Atom's trap and to because no one else seems to be doing effort, at this point I'm leaning towards making you have a crush on Maximilian, because standard, yeah.
Okay, very
Gross.
good.
I'm not there yet, but I'm leaning towards that. Right.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna see. You know, there is the Saturday barbecue that's coming up.
Mm-hmm. Is he a prick? Probably. Is he arrogant? Yes. But Lily is a princess.
She would like Striker then. With this
Alright then. I am going to say a good evening to you and stay heroic.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.